A 55-year-old fisherman from Thailand was on his regular walk on the beach in Koh Sumi when he found a huge yellow lump of something in the sand. He thought it might be ambergris, also known as the treasure of the sea and floating gold, or less poetically, whale vomit. It's an incredibly expensive substance used mostly in the perfume industry. For someone making around $10 per day, it could be a life-changer. The fisherman wasn't 100% sure it was the thing though, so he put it in his shed and went back to his job. The word about the find had spread, and the neighbors offered to help verify if it was valuable. They asked for slices to run some tests, but later said it was nothing special. Almost a year later, the fisherman decided to solve the mystery himself and called the authorities for a check. The provincial governor arrived with specialists who confirmed that the find was over 8% ambergris. It also turned out he could sell the find for over $400,000. The fisherman couldn't be happier. I guess not. Similar stories keep coming from different parts of the world. People finding floating gold worth over $1 million. It has been used for over 1,000 years. Now, whales like to snack on squid and cuttlefish. Sometimes their beaks and pens stay inside the whale and grow into a huge mass over the years. Once it comes out of the whale, ambergris has a terrible odor, but then it dries out and becomes musky. The liquid taken out of it helps the perfume keep its scent longer. The white ambergris is the most valuable, and it's only used in the most expensive perfumes now. A woman purchased a painting at a West Virginia flea market for $7. She wanted to get rid of the drawing and keep the beautiful frame, but for some reason, she decided to show it to an expert first. The expert knew the painting was by the famous French artist Renoir. There was also a French handwriting with a label and a number on the back of the canvas. The expert instantly found it in the catalog of Renoir's works. The brushstrokes also matched the image in the catalog. After some research, the art expert found that the painting was probably given by the artist to the model who posed for him and was later sold to an American lawyer. It's worth tens of thousands of dollars. Jessica Vinson, a horse trader from Virginia, enjoys thrift shopping and has always wanted to find something that would be worth thousands of dollars at a Goodwill shop. That time, she noticed a cute glass vase among old kitchen items and canning jars. She noticed a mark saying Murano Italia at the bottom. Jessica loved the vase so much, she was ready to pay a lump sum for it, but it was only $4. When she brought it home, she posted photos of her purchase on Facebook, and someone recommended she join a private Murano glass group. There, they helped Jessica identify the creator of the vase, Italian glass designer Carlo Scarpa. The vase was made in the 1940s, and since its creator passed away several decades later, the vase became a rarity. Collectors were chasing vases like this, but it was so expensive not many could afford it. Jessica then reached out to the president of an auction house in Chicago, who confirmed that her purchase, especially in those colors, was really rare and valuable. She loved the vase, but she felt uncomfortable keeping something this expensive at her farmhouse and needed the money to get heating at her new property. So she ended up selling the vase at an auction for $85,000. An elderly couple in France found an African mask while clearing out their second home. They decided to sell it to a local antiques dealer, who agreed to buy the mask for a little over $150. Several months later, they found out from a newspaper that their mask had been sold at an auction for almost $4.5 million. It turned out to be a rare mask made out of kaolin-coated cheesewood and used in rituals in an African secret society. The husband's grandfather had brought the mask from Gabon, where he lived in the early 20th century. The couple started a suit against the dealer, who hadn't told them about the true value of the mask. They are sure that he knew it because instead of selling the mask at his store, he immediately contacted auction houses. The first two underestimated the find, but the third auction house ordered carbon dating analysis and found that the mask dated to the 19th century. After an investigation, an appeals court announced that the couple did have a right to an appeal and froze the proceeds of the sale as the case continued. Back in the 19th century, a chessboard with intricately carved chess pieces of walrus ivory was found in the sandy dunes on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland. It was missing 5 pieces. Almost 2 centuries later, a family from Edinburgh brought a chess piece to Sotheby's auction house. They mentioned their grandfather had bought it in the 1960s for just $6. He passed it on to his daughter, and although the family had no idea about the real value or importance of the piece, they kept it in the house as a family heirloom. As the Sotheby's staff examined the piece, they realized it was a 12th or early 13th century Lewis chess piece from the famous set. The other Lewis chess pieces ended up at institutions like the British Museum and the National Museum of Scotland in Edinburgh. The intricate craftsmanship, the historical significance, and its incredible journey all added up to the value of the piece, which sold at an auction in London for over $900,000. A lady in the UK was shopping at a car boot sale and got a 26-carat diamond ring for $13. She was sure she was buying a piece of costume jewelry and casually wore it around for 30 years. One day, she decided to check if the ring was worth more than $13 with a local jeweler. The rock turned out to be a cushion-shaped diamond set, which most likely belonged to a really rich person, probably royalty, from the 19th century. It was before modern diamond mines were discovered, and there were really few of those rocks available in the whole world. It was so hard to recognize a diamond in it because it didn't look like the sparkling bright jewel we're used to. This one was made for candlelight and had an old-fashioned cut and mount, which darkened over time. The silver had tarnished, and there was most likely some dirt on it. The ring went off to Sotheby's fine jewel auction in London for almost $850,000. Experts say the new owner can recut it to make it look more modern and then could be worth many times that price. For ages, a painting by 13th century Florentine artist Cimabue seemed to have vanished into thin air, but in 2019, it made a surprise appearance in the cozy home of an elderly woman residing in the French countryside. The lady was about to sell the house and invited an auctioneer to see how much she could get for her belongings. The auctioneer recognized the painting in her kitchen had the brushstrokes of a famous painter who lived centuries ago. Expertise confirmed that it was an original, a part of a series made in the 13th century, and one of only 11 paintings by Cimabue left in the world. Infrared light even showed the subtle corrections the artist had made during the creation process, proving it was all real. The new owner paid over $26 million for the painting. I'm guessing it was before taxes. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.